somehow, some way, people's brackets are still intact after the round of 64 in the 2024 March Madness. You have to be a sicko to pick some of those upsets. I don't know what you were doing. Were you picking auto pick? Were you throwing blind at a dartboard? How did you come up with some of these things? We're going to check the leaderboard. We're going to look at some of the top brackets right here. I have them. I'm actually hiding my brackets because my brackets are so bad. We're going to have to make a worst video, and that will be featured in that one. We're going to take a look at these, see how crazy the picks got. We're going to talk about the chances of these continuing to be at the top. Of course, no one's perfect. That's completely wrong. You see the percentage here? That says 100. That's not actually the percentage. That's a percentile. No one in the world has a perfect bracket. All right, enough yapping. Let's just start. Interest Desk 9 picks number 23. Dang. So this guy made 25 brackets, and one of them struck gold. Yeah, he picked everything. Let's see which game he got wrong here. Oh, he got the Oakland one wrong, so that was it. Oh my, but he did have Colorado winning. He did have North Carolina State beating Oakland. Who knows? Maybe Oakland keeps that Cinderella story going. So I'm guessing that's his only one he has wrong, but that's completely okay. He didn't have Kentucky going anywhere further. So this guy pretty much has max points. Yep, he picked Gonzaga. Oh, he has Oregon. He has Oregon going to the Final Four. Oh boy, this guy is Arizona and Oregon. So you can say all you want about the likelihood of that happening. I would love to see a dual Pac-12 Final Four. So he has Houston versus Arizona in his championship. I don't know, guys. Do you think his bracket will remain at number 1? He has pretty much chalk over here. Arizona versus UNC. Ah, man, I'm still mad that New Mexico lost. I'm going to get into all of that later. Okay, so he doesn't have Washington State winning. Come on, bro. You should have just gone all Pac-12. He pretty much picked the entire Pac-12 to make the Sweet 16. Actually, he picked Colorado, so he picked the entire Pac-12 besides Washington State to make the Elite Eight. This guy, let's just say this guy's really feeling it. All right, we're going to go back to here. Oh, I just showed you my brackets. I don't want you guys to see that. So let's check out something crazy, okay? I could check the Purdue guy at 100. Oh, there's only 2 100s. So yeah, these guys are tied. I'm going to check his. Let's see. Where did he go wrong? We're looking down here. So he picked Oakland. This guy picked Oakland, and he was really feeling it. Everyone's picking Colorado over Marquette. These are the first 2. So where did he go wrong if he picked Oakland then? Dang, oh my gosh. I would crumble. If I picked Oakland and I picked Yale to win, and somehow I got the Dayton-Nevada game wrong, a 7-10 game where Dayton was down by 17 and they won, and that's what ruined my perfect bracket, I would be upset. What's this guy's name? Spot Passage 6 picks 5. See, these names are just absolutely wild. We're gonna head back to the leaderboard. Don't look at my brackets. Don't pause it. That's a whole nother video. They're so bad. I'm not insecure about it. Not at all. Nah. You guys can check out my bracket predictions video. Pretty much all of them got wrong. Okay, now we're gonna look at some of the 99.9s. I don't want to look at all the boring ones that have UConn and UNC, all the chalk ones. So let's take a look at the freaky ones. All right, we have a freaky one here with San Diego State. Let's first look at the Craton one, because Craton, that is an out-of-pocket pick. I'm guessing this guy got 2 games wrong. Let's start at the top. So everything looks clean, everything looking great. Oh my gosh, it was Wisconsin that got this guy messed up. And so he had Wisconsin going 2 games to the Sweet 16, and that's exactly what ruined him. He also had Kentucky winning, but he had Kentucky going out, so he had 2 wrong. These 2 lost a little bit of points, but again, everything else is pretty much still intact. Let's see what he has. Anything crazy? No, he has Marquette and Houston, so he has a 1-2. Northwestern. Oh, buddy. So he has Northwestern versus Yale in a Sweet 16. I think that's what America wants. I would love to see UConn lose early. I would love to see Yale go on. I mean, at this point, I had Auburn going to my Final Four. So with Yale winning, I was upset. But at this point, it's just like, let chaos happen. So he has Northwestern in his Elite 8 up here. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Down here, let's see anything crazy. Alabama, over Arizona, yeah. So since Alabama's playing Grand Canyon, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be high scoring. Those teams love to shoot and run. I could very well see that happening. And then Alabama over UNC right here. You guys see that? This is happening right now. This is after the round of 64, but of course the Arizona game already happened. You're probably watching this after. So these brackets, there's a chance that these are already screwed up. Let me know in the comments if everything's screwed up. But my TV to the left here has Michigan State versus North Carolina. So I'm kind of peeping it. I'm kind of looking at you. I'm also looking off to the side. I'm looking down here. So he has Alabama over UNC. Anything wild? Creighton over Oregon. Duh. I mean, he has Creighton winning it. Texas. There we go. He has Texas over Tennessee. I'm tossed up in that game. I don't know who to choose. Purdue moving on. Utah. Yep. Utah State losing. Gonzaga. Okay. Everything looking great. This guy has a interesting bracket though, with his East region going absolutely wild. Everything else besides that is pretty much chalk. And then Craton, of course. Oh, shoot, sorry, burped. I'm going to keep that in. I'm going to keep it real. Head back to the leaderboard. Let's pick the next crazy one. This guy, he's feeling like San Diego State's going to get their vengeance after last year losing in the Final Four, actually losing in the national championship game. So San Diego State's going to beat Yale, all that. Let's see where he messed up on. He picked JMU over Duke. This is just crazy. This is the part that's crazy. When you pick Oakland and you pick those crazy games, he actually has Oakland beating NC State. And you pick the wildest one. So this whole top half, left and right side, is all perfect. But then he probably misses out on something stupid, which is just horrible. Let's see where he missed out on. Colorado State. There you go. He missed out on Colorado State, and he missed out on Kansas. Like, that just must hurt. If you're already so wild to pick those upsets, and then you missed out on just stupid games that are just less crazy. So, Alabama over Baylor. Okay, that's very interesting seeing Baylor. Creighton over Purdue. That's 2 brackets in a row where we've seen that exact same thing. He has Marquette winning over A&M. Oh, buddy. He has A&M over Houston. A&M over Duke as well. I could see Duke winning that against James Madison. James Madison did look great. So maybe they ride that momentum. But either way, that A&M over Houston, if he picks that correct, this guy's skyrocketing. He will be number 1. I feel like almost no one picked that Texas A&M game. Anything else that I'm missing? Duquesne and Washington State in the Sweet 16. I love it. San Diego State and Washington State. I love this guy's bracket. This guy's bracket is awesome. He's just really feeling it. What was the championship game again? Creighton and San Diego State. Okay, we got the Creighton love. We're going to head back to the leaderboard. Don't look at my brackets. Okay, San Diego State, UConn, boring. Houston, boring. Gonzaga. 2 Gonzagas. Okay, let's go check out the JMU fans first. Do you think he picked JMU, guys? Do you think he picked JMU over Wisconsin? Duh. Everything correct in the East region. I'm just skimming over this very fast. Everything correct. Again, everything correct in the East and South. He had everything. He had the Oakland pick. He has Oakland going to the Sweet 16. Where did he mess up? Oh, St. Mary's. He had St. Mary's in the Sweet 16. That's where this guy got wrong. And he had Nevada. So he has 3 regions entirely correct. It didn't go well in the West for you, buddy. You're not a West Coast guy. Who knows? But Grand Canyon played great. St. Mary's just looked uncomfortable all game on offense. And the Dayton-Nevada one's horrible because a lot of people picked Nevada. I'm pretty sure Nevada was the more popular pick. And it wasn't the fact that they just lost, because teams go out there and they put out duds. Like, New Mexico was very heavily picked for an 11. They put a dud. You can't really be mad about that. They just didn't shoot well. Nevada was up by 17. It's almost worse when a team chokes. So his 17-point choke really ruined him. We're going to go back. Let's look at one more top bracket. Then we're going to look at a few celebrities just for fun. And then we're going to get into my bracket pool, okay? My subscribers. Marquette, I like that. JMU, we already saw that. Oh, so this guy is a 99.9, but he picked Auburn. And the same with him. So these guys pretty much had everything right except they're champions. I feel you guys, though, because I had Kentucky going to my Elite 8. Not Final Four. We were chilling with that, but Auburn was huge. I had Auburn going to my Final Four, maybe even championship. Oh, no, not championship. I had UNC over Auburn in the Final Four. My championship was UNC versus Houston. And we're going to keep going up. Where was the Gonzaga one? So there's 2 Zags. We got Satudo. And we have ESPN fan, blah, blah, blah. ESPN 9, his 9th bracket. We'll check out this with Zags. Top region, all correct. Again, he's a freak for picking Oakland in the Sweet 16. How did you even do that? Marquette versus Houston. San Diego State. Oh, boy. So he has San Diego State. Northwestern again. Another Northwestern bracket. And then San Diego State over Northwestern. Is this really going to happen? St. Mary's got a lot of people messed up. Well, it kind of makes sense. This guy likes the WCC because he picked Gonzaga to go win the championship. So obviously, St. Mary's beat Gonzaga twice. So with that logic, he would like St. Mary's and what they have done. He got that one wrong. Oh, buddy, you're dead wrong for not picking Oregon. You're dead wrong. I know I missed a lot of games, but I'm the one guy who was in on Oregon. Oregon always plays well in March. He missed that. And he actually had South Carolina going to the Sweet 16. Gonzaga over Tennessee. Clemson in his Elite 8. Respect. So Clemson over Arizona. He's feeling that Arizona choke like typical. All right, this is the last one we're looking at. Let's check out some celebrities. Maybe just Stephen A. Smith, because Stephen A. Smith is a very fun guy. Stephen A. Smith's at 96.7. Let's look at Emmett Golden's bracket. So he's at 99, or what did that say? 94.8. Oh, so this stuff's not updated because he must have had, let's see. Oh, it was the Gonzaga game. So he had Kansas over Gonzaga. That messed him up. Oh, this guy has a lot of stuff wrong. Okay, this isn't even fun to look at. Oh, boy. So he had TCU over Utah State. St. Mary's in his Final Four. Woo, you already lost the team in the Final Four. Houston over Craton. We are really seeing a theme with these Craton brackets. Did have the Yale game, or did not have the Yale game. And he did have Oakland. No, he didn't have Oakland. What the heck? Okay, we're done. We're done. We are done with this guy. So let's take a look at Stephen A. Smith's, and then we will get to my subscribers bracket. Let's see if they have anything good. Stephen A. Smith, who do you have? You had Auburn losing in the Sweet 16, so you didn't lose out on that many points. And you had everything great in this region. You picked Duquesne. Stephen A. Smith really picked Duquesne. Washington State as well. We like that. Ooh. So you had Kentucky in your Elite Eight. Very reasonable. Got that one wrong. Everything else, you had also Florida beating Colorado. That game was intense. 102-100. That was probably the best game of the tournament. I might make a full video recapping, ranking the top games from the first and second rounds. Stay tuned. If you guys are listening to that right now, go drop it in the comments. Let me know. Missed that one. Let's see down here. South Carolina in the Elite Eight. Rough, Steven. Rough, Steven. You can't bet against Oregon in March. That's one thing you do. But funny enough, I bet against Michigan State in March, and they ended up winning, so, I'm not really the one to talk. He also had UNM in the Sweet 16. Very reasonable. That was a high upset pick that everyone was picking. So Stephen A., he actually did pretty well in first-round games, though. He picked Mississippi State as well. He did decent in first-round games, except his losses were big losses. They were big losses. Like, Kentucky went in the Sweet 16. He still has all of his Final Four intact, as I'm correct. Yeah, Texas A&M to the Final Four is wild. Texas A&M to the Final Four is wild. I definitely thought Nebraska was going to roll out that game. All right, now we're going to go to groups. Boom. So we have Seaman Bake 2024. Don't worry about that, guys. That's just my friends. We don't have to worry about that. If you bring up the name, it's all right. But here's the Saturday Shenanigans bracket pool. Winner gets featured in a video. 392 brackets. We were balling. Thank you guys all for joining. Let's check out the top. Oh, it's Jube number 1. Okay, the top, he's at 99.9. There was a bracket that said Saturday I'm going to be in your video. He picked Iowa State. There he is. He dropped down to 9. At the last time we checked it out, he was the leader. So unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to be in my video. Maybe you can make a comeback. At least you have your top team. Look at all these Auburns. I think my original bracket pick video found the Auburn fans because I got so many comments saying Auburn's a sleeper, Auburn's in it, good pick with Auburn. So I think that just through the algorithm, me picking Auburn to go far, it found Auburn fans, and we had a lot of Auburn fans just in the bracket, which is cool. War Eagle, love Auburn. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. But that being said, let's get into this guy who picked Baylor. I mean, bro, it's not 2021 anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Baylor won in 2021. That was a fun tournament. So let's guess what this guy had wrong before we got into it. I'm going to guess. I just have a feeling he didn't pick the Oakland game. For some odd reason, I think he picked St. Mary's. Let's check it out. Oh, bro, he picked FAU, so he was off the rip. He picked FAU. Oh, he also picked Nebraska, so that's 2 wrong. Okay. Ooh. And he had Auburn going to the Sweet 16. That's 3 wrong. And, yep, he had Kentucky. Oh, he had Kentucky losing. Oh, boy, he had Kentucky in the Elite Eight. See, this is crazy that you could have this many games wrong and be at 99.9. That just shows how wild the brackets are. Again, I think I had like 20 games wrong, so we're not judging people. He picked Florida as well. Florida, that was just a tough way to go out. People were saying that the Colorado player pushed off on the final shot, so I understand, but he missed out on that. He had Kentucky over Marquette. Let's go down here. Oh, does he have a clean downstairs bracket? Wow, bro. Nice job. West region, completely clean. He has GCU in the... He has GCU in the Elite Eight. Woo! So crazy. Don't bet against Oregon in March. But he had Craton anyway. So if Oregon loses tonight, no harm, no foul. Bro's not losing out on that many points. Nice job. So we saw those brackets that were good on the upstairs, not great on the downstairs. He was balling on the downstairs. Good job, man. Besides that Oregon game, completely clean. But up here, yeah, FAU is disappointing. Especially, you see the FAU game, 77-65. You must think, oh, it was not even close. The game went into overtime, and FAU had a shot to win the game in regulation. Horrible look. The game was tied, and they had about 6 seconds left to get down court. The FAU player shot the worst game-ending shot I've ever seen. 2 players on him, almost partially blocked. It was just a bad look, and look what happened in overtime. They got swamped. I'm really sad about FAU losing. I like FAU as a program, and I pretty much picked FAU in most of my brackets. Very surprised about A&M going off against Nebraska. Overall, A&M just did not look like a good team. But hey, A&M needs that dub. They had to pay out Jimbo Fisher for the horrible coaching in college football, so they need that. Let's go back down to groups. Saturday Shenanigans YouTube. And let's see, we're going to look at the 99.5. We have Jet, 99.5. I'm really liking the Craton brackets. These are looking good. So let's check out this guy's real quick. Oh boy, he has a pretty good bracket until Kentucky in the Elite Eight. He had BYU in the Washington State. Love it, man. Washington State in the Elite Eight. He was like me. He had BYU in the Sweet 16. Duquesne was pretty surprising. Overall, not horrible. I mean, he did have A&M, respect. He did have Northwestern, and he did not have Yale. No, you can't really expect that. Let's go down. Ooh, he had Mississippi State over Michigan State. Now Michigan State's up by 8. Guys, are we going to have the first 1 seed go down? Uh-oh, we're going to have the first 1 seed go down. UNM to the Sweet 16. Tough one. Nevada. You really choked for all of us. The Nevada one was all of us. CSU is just like me. Overall, not bad. Solid bracket. All right. That is going to... No, I'm not going to wrap up the video. I'll do one more. I'll do one more for you. Groups. And... SS YouTube. I probably could have done this better and just made separate tabs, but who cares? You guys are just enjoying me talking, hopefully. See, I want to go with my top 3, but you guys picked UConn. It's really boring. I want to pick the craziest one. Another con... Marquette, Iowa State, NC. There we go. Pitt got snubbed. Yes, they did. Absolutely, Pitt got snubbed from the tournament. That was absolutely... Some of the picks for the tournament were abysmal. Virginia should not have made the tournament. In my opinion, you know what's crazy? I was saying that Michigan State shouldn't even made the tournament just because of the way they played in the regular season. Of course, they have Coach Tom Izzo, one of the best of all time. But just from play, Michigan State was so inconsistent this season that... You just never know when you get into March. I need to start picking with my heart and not my head. Auburn in the Sweet 16. But overall, you picked Duquesne. Nice job. You picked Washington State. He has Duquesne. He has Duquesne in his Elite Eight. I love it. He did not pick Oakland, but he picked North Carolina State winning the next round. A&M, good job. JMU going to the Sweet 16. And Colorado, so not bad. Not bad. He has 3 wrong. He doesn't really have any deep picks losing from what it looks like up here. Ooh, he picked McNeese, and Gonzaga's moving on, so he's going to be losing out on points to that one. He also picked Mississippi State over Michigan State, and then he missed out on Grand Canyon. Let's see anything at the bottom. All clean. Any crazy picks? Obviously, Craton, UNC over Arizona, so he has chalk in the West region. And for the Elite Eight up here, he has NC State. NC State was picked. UConn over UNC. So besides the NC State pick, nothing wild. I mean, a 1 versus a 2, and then NC State versus a 2. But an 11 seed for the Final Four. I can't remember the last time a double-digit seed won the tournament. But that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will be doing this after every single round, hopefully, especially if these videos gain traction. You guys are enjoying it. You guys are hitting that like button, commenting, subscribing, the views. I will do this every single time. And also, I will be doing the worst bracket. I might go down the ESPN leaderboard and actually find the worst one. If I can do that, I will do that. And of course, I'll be looking at my embarrassing brackets because I keep it real. I'm going to wear it with my chest. And you guys are saying, stick to college football, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting trolled. I'm getting absolutely memed in my videos. That's how March is. But there's nothing to be sad about because, I mean, you look at the experts brackets. I'm not coping. I swear I'm not coping. Some of the dudes who know the most college basketball in the world, they have the brackets in the same position as I do. You really can't predict March. Sometimes it helps to go with your heart and vibe. I went too much with analytics this year. Next year, I'm going to go with more vibe. I'm going to make the same exact video in 2025. I'm not even going to look at anything, no stats, no film, no nothing. I'm just going to go like this and just go with vibe when I'm feeling. Because if I was going with vibe, let's see, I would have picked JMU if I was going with vibe. There was just a lot of other picks I would have done. Probably would have gone with NC State, but yeah, you guys get the point. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.